Alright, welcome back to our campaign series, and we're going through the heroic mode of Chapter 3. You had completed the normal mode, probably, and now you're going to want to go back to Chapter 3. Why? Because Chapter 5 normal mode, because heroic normal mode starts you off with having to fight a roster that's 53k, and most likely your roster at this point is between 40 to 45,000. And you don't want to go to Chapter 5 because Chapter 5 starts you off with 122,000 roster that you have to fight. And let's just say that's a lot. That is a lot. And yeah, we'll get back to it when we get to that video. So you most likely got yourself all the way back to Chapter 3. Chapter 3 Heroic starts you off fighting against a 33k roster. At this point, your roster should be anywhere between 45,000 to 50,000. If it's not at 45,000, you want to build it to about that much. By roster, I mean your top 3 characters. For me, I'm gonna use... what the characters I have been using are my operation right now, so I'm gonna use my next biggest characters, and that would be Gorilla Grodd, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. They're about 70k, so this should be a pretty simple battle. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Notice the amount of energy you're using is also increasing, so yeah. Because of Green Lantern, I have a shield that prevents all damage on me, which is extremely helpful. And boom, I'm done. Like I said, for your first time playthrough, you have other battles that you have to do before you get to this point, so shouldn't be too much. But I'm at this point, so I might as well do this. Superman is the next one. Opponents take less damage from specific types of attacks, so basically they have a bit more defense. So, and it's a 37k, not bad, especially if you do have a 45k roster. You should be able to do this one. And Superman's down. Our next one is going to be Grid. And at this point, you're facing a 56k roster. And this is the first time that you get to this point. So it might take you a few tries. At this point, you should have at least a 50k roster, which would make it that this is possible for you to do this one. But it could be that it's a bit harder. So like I said, 4 tries, especially if you level up your characters after every try, you'll eventually be able to do it. What is the... Opponent starts battle with an amount of power. Alright. Okay, this is bad. Okay, I was about to say, if he uses his...
I'm the real Green Lantern. You'll regret this.
Perfection is never accidental.
For the gods!
Strength and terror. At least make this challenging.
And the final one for this stage is Emerald Green Lantern at 39k. A lot lower than the last one, so you'll definitely be able to do this one. I don't know why they did it this way, but that's the way they did it. Let's look at the modifier. Oh, whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Opponents have increased defense. Alright.
I'm the real Green Lantern.
Vengeance of Horus.
Where there's a will, there's a win.
The original Green Lantern beats Emerald Green Lantern. That's the way I like it. And that's Heroic Chapter 3. Stay tuned for most likely Heroic Chapter 4 before you even get to normal Chapter 5.